Nowadays, we qualify the 32 quickest nostalgia superstockers that will actually race heads up. First one to the finish line wins in eliminations. And there's no question, the fans were cheering just like the old days for their favorite types of cars. Pontiac, Plymouth, Dodge, Ford, Chevy, all represented with all some of the greatest different combinations of high-performance supercars available from the factory, Ted.
And you know, the engines are very rare they run in these cars. They had to be very careful not to injure them. For instance, you can't hardly find a 426 Wedge block like this car's running right now, or a 426 Hemi, a 409 Chevy, or worse yet, the rarest of them all, a 427 Ford.
There's no question some of the cars in this Eliminator were valued at over $150,000, and they are still handfuls to drive with a lot of horsepower.
For the Nostalgia Superstock Finals.
Well, Ted, it all comes down to this. The big Hemi-powered Belvedere takes on the Huntington, West Virginia-based early model Wedge-type Chrysler. With Donnie Chapman behind the wheel, and Chapman, remember, had a performance advantage in the semifinals by one lousy hundredth of a second.
This may well come down to reaction times also. And you know what, Brett? The Chrysler fans are cheering. We had 409 Chevys, 427 Fords, and in the final, it's two Hemis Sox and Martin would be proud of.
Plus, you got two classic different types of Chryslers. The Hemi-powered Belvedere with Derek Wright staging up right now, and Donnie Chapman's Wedge.
A big hole shot for Donnie Chapman. That means Smith is in big trouble.
They were evenly matched in the semis, but I don't know if the Hemi Belvedere can get around the West Virginia. No, Chapman takes it.
Chapman with a 10:51, 129, but listen to this, Derek Smith lost with a 10:37.